Welcome to Duca's Copy TV. I'm Andrew Sachs-McLeod from LeapRate, the Forex industry news source. Now we're going to head to London to speak to MOSIN Jameel, CEO and Director of TradeNext. Hello, MOSIN.
Hello, Andrew. How are you?
Very good. Nice to see you again.
Same here.
TradeNext has a very interesting target audience. As a London-based FCA-regulated firm, the focus is very much on the Indian subcontinental client base and some of the rapidly emerging markets. It would be very interesting for you to elaborate on this a little.
Yes, Andrew. Thank you so much for this call today. As you know, that the TradeNext basically is an Indian-owned firm. We started this company in 2010, and TradeNext is basically a part of a big group basically, which is based in India, and we are into the financial service for last 15-20 odd years now, and we own certain client base in India. So we thought we will start the operation in UK under the FCA rules and regulation, and then we will offer FX and CFDs to our client base in India as well as all the Asian around the world as well. So I think Asia basically Asians are they are the biggest customer base in the whole Europe, and it's an untapped market. So if you look at the statistics, the broker that is on the high street at the moment, they are not looking after the Asian client, and I think we are shouting from day one that yes, we will be initially focusing on the Indian side of the business. To elaborate more, not only on the Indian side of the business, but the Asian community as such across the globe.
What differences in requirements do you often come across between retail FX participants in India and the subcontinent compared to those in Britain?
There's a lot of difference, Andrew, in terms of the offering. I think first is the regulation. That plays a very key role when it comes to FX, because FX is not regulated in India as such. I mean the margin trading itself is not which is the most liked by the regulators in India, because they have a fear that they will lose the currency. And if you look at the statistics of the Indian rupees for last almost 2 years, it is weakening day by day. Now there's a growth that we have seen. So that's one thing. So the retail industry is more oriented to trade with the UK market, because FX has evolved from this side of the world, and I think the retail side in India basically is more comfortable trading with us, because we know the standard. We are very competitive in terms of the pricings. We are very competitive in terms of the technology, which they will not find in India.
TradeNext was one of the very first retail firms to onboard the application-based Tradable platform. This was a very innovative move, and over recent times Tradable has been increasing its profile. One of the notable events being the hackathon in Japan, which was co-hosted recently by Tradable and Monex Group, focusing on developing applications. Monex took Tradable into Japan, which is a very hard market to crack for non-Japanese firms, which hints at Tradable having genuine merit. What's been your experience with Tradable, and how well has it been received?
For us, Tradable definitely was a breakthrough, because we have been dealing in the emerging market for last so many years, and we have seen that the traders are never satisfied with any one technology. So there are different traders in the market. The concept that the Tradable is based is a very beautiful concept. I think they have considered that they will offer this platform to all the traders. So one size fit all. They based on this concept basically. So somebody is not happy with MT for charting, they have got various options for charting as well. So it's very focused, and it's very bespoke. You can customize as per your need. You can go and take any app you want. If you don't like Trade Ticket, for example, which is a standard in many proprietary based platform, Tradable is based on the concept where you can either build your own if you want. So it's an open source platform where if you can build your APIs, you can just hook it up with the platform and you can trade. As well as on top of that, they have got so many other third-party apps available which will help a trader to enhance their trading activities. I think that's the reason it is gaining a momentum. So, and Tradable is also pushing the technology in different region. I think tie-up with Monex is a big tie-up, because Monex is a very established firm, and they own a lot of a big client base in Japan itself. So I think that is a big breakthrough for Tradable there. India, we are witnessing that, yes, India as well as some South Asian countries, we are seeing that people are started liking Tradable, because they have seen what they wanted in different platforms. So they have got all the elements involved in one single technology.
Do you think that market making is a more sustainable practice for your client base, or is a pure A-book order flow preferred? In India, where relationships with IBs are paramount, how is this revenue share structure geared so that the IBs can still be motivated to bring clients, yet TradeNext still makes a profit from the ever-narrowing spread?
Well, market making definitely is a very sustainable business for us, because we are a market making firm. That's what we are here to do. But if you look at the market on a micro level, countries like India, for example, which is a very IB driven market. So the retail doesn't trade, and I think as a market making firm we make more money if the retail is trading directly with us. But while in these emerging countries we have seen that since it is an IB driven, most of the IBs basically are trading on behalf of the client. So they know the market better. There's a shift in the trend now. 10 years back, people know more about spread and stuff, so they negotiate on the spread, or they mark up the spread. Now, since they are getting more and more knowledge about the market making, there's so many firms around the world which has opened, and they started sharing the profit on the books. So I think the trend has changed. So now these IBs are sort of come forward and say, look, if I'm going to bring business on board, we need some sort of profit sharing. So yes, we are losing a lot of profit with these IBs, but this is what the demand is at the moment.
What enhancements does TradeNext intend to bring on board in the next year, and how are these going to benefit end users?
There are a lot of enhancement we are working at the moment, Andrew. I think the firms believe that we are a boutique on a high street which caters to the need of each and every traders. That's what we believe, and we are taking this trend forward, because we don't have our own proprietary platform, and we don't want to based on that, because I think we are a big firm. We have the same license like many other big IBs in UK, and I think we are focusing more on providing different technologies. So we have got, at the moment, we are offering 3-4 technologies to all our customers, which further segregates to retail and institutional both. So I think we will keep on enhancing our technology side, and that's the reason we are coming up with a tie-up with big firms like BUXCOIN, who's well established in terms of technology and back office, and that will enhance us to go and sell the product in the market and entertain our client and keep them happy with trading with us.
Mihsin, it's been a great pleasure to speak to you, and I wish you all the best for the next year.
Thank you so much, Andrew, for your time. Thank you so much.
Mihsin Jameel there, CEO and Director of TradeNext. I'm Andrew Sachs-McLeod from LeapRate. This is BUXCOIN TV. Thank you for watching. See you next time.